Ni hao, my Anthronaut. I'm your host, Mark Thomas. If you're new here, go ahead and push that subscribe button below to get updates on our future shows. In our last episode, we saw the dark legacy of Mexico's Las Castas system. Now we begin our fifth traveling culture series featuring the two most populous countries in the world, China and India. In this episode, we take a look at China's official national language, Mandarin Chinese. We have breaking news. What is the word origin of Mandarin? I'll have the answer for you at the end of this video. When you travel to the People's Republic of China, it's important to know how to speak some Mandarin. When I say Mandarin, I am not referring to the orange or the duck, but to the Chinese language with around 1 billion speakers. It's spoken by more people on this planet than any other. So, if you are planning to travel planet Earth, you have a good chance to find a practice partner. But how did Mandarin Chinese win its first-class status? We'll keep the history simple because there is plenty to know and you want just enough knowledge to enhance your visit to China, right? That's what I thought. Well, written evidence of the Chinese language can be found as far back as 1250 BC during the Shang Dynasty on shell and bone etchings. Mandarin or Guanhua, meaning official speech, begins to form around the 12th century in northern China, where various dialects mix together into what linguists call Old Mandarin. Middle Mandarin begins around the 17th century during the Qing Dynasty, and it's based on the lower Yangtze dialects. In the 19th century, it switches to the Beijing dialects, leading to what is now called Standard Chinese. Now, I know what you're thinking, Mark, it's all well and good, but how do I speak Mandarin by the time I get there? Well, I'm glad that you asked. I will introduce you to some basic words and then give you some learning links on my blog, anthronauts.com. Unlike Hindi or English, Chinese is a tonal language, which means that if you change the pitch of the word, you also change its meaning. Mandarin has 4 tones, which I'll demonstrate using ma. There's the high tone, ma, meaning mother. Rising, ma, is hemp. Falling, rising, ma, that is horse. Falling ma, ma, which is to scold. Also, there is a neutral tone ma at the end of a question. Now let's learn some practical travel words like hello, which in Mandarin is ni hao, using this greeting immediately and often after landing in Beijing. And when you say goodbye later, it's 再见. And one of the most important words in any language is, of course, thank you. Therefore, always say 谢谢 whenever you receive any service or product. That way, the locals will find you much more pleasing to be around. Mostly, you will be speaking and listening to Mandarin Chinese, but you should be able to recognize at least a few stroke-based Chinese characters as well, known as Hanzi. The average literate speaker here knows an astounding 8,000 characters. Unless you plan to live in China, just focus on what you need on your vacation. They also have a phonetic version for us tourists called pinyin. Back in the day, these Chinese glyphs were pictographs which looked like miniature drawings, and to save time they became more abstract. But every now and then some images are still recognizable. The ones I frequently notice are the exit signs. If you look closely, you'll notice a horse-like character, and to its right, a square-shaped door-like pattern. These building blocks may combine to form some very complex concepts, but fortunately, some are as easy as 1, 2, 3. Although there are many languages and dialects in this large country of China, the people are unified by their common written script and spoken language called Mandarin Chinese. Back to our breaking news. What is the word origin of Mandarin? It's an English word that originally comes from the Sanskrit mantran, which means minister. If you were informed by this video, please like, comment, and share. Then find even more Mandarin Chinese information at my blog, anthronauts.com. Also remember to subscribe, joining our traveling culture community. In our next episode, we will learn another popular language in the second most populous country in the world, India. 谢谢 and bien avad. I'm Mark Thomas for Anthronauts.